this, and then we can share this with anyone who is not able to join us but would like to going forward. And so I see a question asking that, and I'll be glad to share the recording with you. So let's go ahead and get started. And this, I am Laura Berry. I'm Dean of Art Sciences, Business, and IT at North Arkansas College. And the opening screen that you saw shared information about us and our new program in sports turf management, and a number of our industry partners who have been working with us to build this. So I am on this webinar from several others from the college. We are excited to tell you about this great new opportunity to study and work in the sports turf industry. You could be a typical student working towards an Associate of Applied Science, or you can be part of a unique program where you are working with one of our employer partners. You saw many of those on the opening slide. You could be working as a Department of Labor apprentice while also completing the degree. And we are going to have flexible learning opportunities to support employers and support the apprentices who are working on site. We may have online classes, Zoom classes that are live, may have some creative scheduling for those who are working full-time at one of our employer sites while completing this degree. So we will have time for questions at the end of this webinar. Please enter any questions you have in the chat box, or you can wait until the end of this. We hope not to take up more than about a half an hour of your time. I'm going to turn this over right now to two of our friends from Big Cedar Lodge, Juan Barragan and Ressi Catron, and they will tell you about opportunities in this great sports turf field.
Thank you, Dr. Berry. My name is Ressi. I work here at Big Cedar in the Human Resources Department. Am I good, Dr. Berry? Everyone hear me okay? Okay. So Big Cedar Lodge, we are a wilderness resort here in Ridgedale, Missouri, so just south of Branson or north of Harrison. We are on 4,600 acres overlooking Table Rock Lake. As you can see in the picture that's shown, that is our Top of the Rock golf course that overlooks Table Rock. We have 5 golf courses on property. This apprenticeship program and the turf management program that North Ark has created will help us tremendously in bringing in turf management interns and apprenticeships program interns with us to help us maintain our golf courses, study under our GCSAA superintendents, and learn the industry standards. So that's a little bit about our part of Big Cedar, but Juan can kind of go over some specifics of what an internship or an apprenticeship at Big Cedar in our turf management program will look like. So I'll turn it over to Juan. Hey Juan, you'll have to unmute.
Ressi, oh, looks like he is unmuted now.
Oh,
go ahead, Juan. Okay, Ressi, it sounds like Juan is having some problems. Can you fill in while he's working on that?
Yeah, of course. So I can give my understanding of the program in which that will take place here at Big Cedar. During the apprenticeship, you would have the opportunity to not only work and gain industry experience, but also gain a paycheck while you do so. All of our golf positions start out at a minimum of $12.50 an hour. And so that would be paid to you. There's always opportunities for overtime. We're pretty flexible. If we had interns that were interested in just summer or interested in fall and spring. Spring is obviously our busier time frame for the golf courses and getting them prepared for the season. As far as what they'll learn how to mow, weed eat the fairways and the greens, how to aerate, I can't say the word, but how to work on the greens, how irrigation works on the courses, the pesticides that go into maintaining the courses and maintaining them to look the way that they do. We all work for an owner that is very particular with how the courses look. And so attention to detail and keeping our golf courses clean is very important. Making sure they're always up to the highest standard is important. So gaining that experience and that attention to detail and that eye for something out of place is extremely important, and something that our golf superintendents are really good at seeing and teaching and helping others understand what that would look like. Whether you were to stay at Big Cedar and grow your career with us, we always have opportunities for advancement in the golf maintenance industry. You know, you have a second assistant superintendent, you have an assistant superintendent, we have superintendents of golf, and then we have a director of agronomy as well. So with all those positions included, that's about 15 positions right there at Big Cedar. So there's always opportunities to grow and learn here at Big Cedar, and then you can take and move your skills essentially anywhere across the country that is looking for someone with a background in turf management. So that's my, you know, HR version of what it looks like. Juan, if you're able to let me know, and you can jump in and kind of give some specifics on the maintenance side of it. Hey, Laura, maybe he can jump in at the end and answer any specific questions if he's able to get it unmuted.
That sounds great. Thank you. Right, and hopefully we'll get Juan back in. So Valerie Martin, Department Chair, is next up to talk a bit about the program.
Hi, like Dr. Berry said, I'm Valerie Martin, and I'm the Department Chair for Math, Science, and Agriculture at North Ark. And we're very excited about our new program, Associate of Applied Science in Turf Management. The program can be completed in 4 semesters. And the next slide, there we are. This shows the 4-semester plan that we have that can be completed. The classes that you see were developed and by us. We got input from our industry partners. We also received input from some other colleges that have the program, and that's how we came up with the coursework. And then it was approved by Arkansas Department of Higher Education. And Michelle Buchanan will be speaking in a few minutes, and she'll go into more detail about a couple of the courses. But also notice in semester 4, there's internship courses that you would be taking. And this is where you have the opportunity to work in the field, and one of the places could be Big Cedar. We have several industry partners already, and some more will be joining us as well. I think the next slide shows some of them. Nope, I'm sorry about that. Let's see, I've got this over here. Big Cedar Lodge, the City of Harrison Parks and Rec, Holiday Island Golf Course, Arkansas Naturals, so we're not just focusing on golf courses, but this could be something where you learn how to take care of ball fields, Pinnacle Country Club, and Springfield Cardinals. Also too, while you're working on this degree, you would be able to earn a Class A certification from the GCSAA. But like I said, it also prepares students for ball fields, could be city parks, or even your own landscaping career. And next is Michelle Buchanan. She is the instructor for agriculture, and she's going to talk a little bit more about some of the ag classes.
Well, hello, everyone. I just want to highlight a few of the things that we're going to do instructionally in the classrooms. We're going to talk about, in our turf management class, grass identification, grass selection, mowing, fertilization, aeration, all those main things that you're going to need to know going into the industry. We're also going to have you go through a plant science class, and in that you'll get the basics of introducing you to plants and how they work. We'll talk about photosynthesis, we'll talk about respiration, just different ways to care and manage for all of that. Soil science will be a big class where you'll learn to talk about the different types of soils, how that influences what grasses grow and don't grow. And so a really great lineup that we have here for classes within this curriculum to be able to touch on the different things you're going to need to know going into this turf industry. We're going to do a lot of hands-on work. We've got a greenhouse and a high tunnel that we'll do work in at North Ark. We've got a lot of opportunities where we'll be going out on our own baseball and softball field with equipment that we have to be able to learn how these mowers work, how to set a real mower, what to do when you're using it. And so it's really exciting opportunities in the classroom, but not only in the classroom, but out working on the field. Like Valerie said, we're going to have opportunities for internships as well. So that'll get you hands-on learning there. And then the next slide here takes a look at different career opportunities. And Valerie hit on a lot of these things, but just want you to know that, yeah, the golf industry is a huge part of turf management, but beyond that, there are so many other opportunities for someone looking to go into turf management. Sports turf managers are probably one of the main things. So you can look at baseball fields, football fields, all of those types of things. Valerie mentioned our Arkansas Naturals connection, so that'll be a great opportunity for some of our students. Just talking about parks and rec, landscape operations, all of those things will fit really well into what you're learning in all of these classes. And then even if you were just to look at working in the private sector, tourism, that kind of things, Rusty would have great opportunities there as well. So we're really excited about the classes, how they fit into this program, and the career opportunities for the students that go through the program. And next, I think Mary Beth's going to talk to you a little bit about apprenticeships and how that all fits together.
Thank you. Mary Beth Hatch, Director of Workforce Initiatives and Work-Based Learning. Just really quickly want to say I'm the current point of contact for our employees and industry partners, employers and industry partners, and future employees. One thing that we haven't really mentioned a lot about that we will hopefully have another webinar soon on is the apprenticeship piece of the turf management program. You can come through and get your associate's degree and simply do that internship piece in the final semester, or you can come through the turf management program as an apprentice, which we've received some news recently of funding for that, which is a really great opportunity for students to take advantage of, especially if you're Pell eligible or not, but to get your education paid for while working a full-time job in the turf industry. So you're more than welcome to contact me with any questions you have, especially a current employer that's interested in being a part of our program, or any students. If you have any questions, please reach out. I'm happy to answer those for you.
And I would, this is Laura Berry again, I would like to throw in that we currently, I believe, have requests for more apprentices than we have available. So there are lots of good opportunities for students who are interested in starting in this career, and we have employers who are really looking to make use of you for the next couple of years, put you to work while you're actually completing this degree. Is that correct, Mary Beth?
Yes.
All right, very good. You've probably noticed we're giving you the 10,000-foot overview of this program right now. And as Mary Beth mentioned, we will follow up with some more specifics to the apprenticeship program and we'll have a form here in a few slides where you can contact us if you want some more information. If you want us to get in touch with you, I'm sorry, about some more details. I think next up are going to be a couple of people from our registration and financial aid department, because students are really going to be looking for some information on how to get registered and how they can qualify for financial aid. So Charla, I believe you're next up.
Good afternoon. We've tried to make the application process as easy as possible. It is, the application is on our website and you can complete that. We will need, the application will need high school transcripts or GEDs or any college or universities, because we can give possibly some credit from other colleges and universities. So we will need the transcript in order to evaluate it. If you've not been to college, or if you've not taken math or English specifically, we'll need to do placement scores. So if you haven't done the ACT, we can do acuplacer testing here and in our testing center, and you can call and make an appointment for that. And the other thing we'll need is immunization records. And once we have all of that information on file, then we can get you activated for registration. You'll talk with an advisor and they'll get you in the appropriate classes that you need that will lead to the turf management AAS degree. Registration is currently going on, so the quicker you get all of this done, the quicker we can get you to an advisor. Laura, is the next slide, I think, has the information about, yes, the advising office, so that you can call and get that advising appointment set up. We are still, you can do on campus, but we're doing telephone and Zoom currently also. So we try to, especially if you're having to travel very far, we're trying to make that convenient for you. So like I said, the quicker that you get your application and everything in, the quicker we can get you into classes. I think Jessica, or well, okay, the registration talked about that it is currently going on, so we can get you registered starting at any point. So Jessica Butterfield's gonna, I believe, be next, and she's going to talk to you about financial aid.
Hello, I am from the financial aid office. For this program, and really any program, the start for us to determine eligibility is simply the FAFSA application. So we've included in some information here. It's all done online now. We're working through a system conversion currently, and we have been able to do a lot of stuff remotely. We don't have to have students coming into our office as much as we did before. And so we can handle virtually everything with phone calls and emails at this point. So if you haven't got the FAFSA application filled out yet, you can. Our office itself does not fill out the FAFSA application with students, but our Educational Opportunities Center does. And I'm going to put their phone number in the chat box here in just a minute so that you can contact them if you need help completing that. There's also state aid available. The state of Arkansas, through the Arkansas Department of Higher Education's website, they've extended the deadline this academic year, so you have until August 1st for some state aid. And even in the event that apprenticeships are happening and things like that, the federal aid stands alone, and so a student can qualify for that also. So we're here for any questions. Our office hours are Monday through Thursday through the month of July, and we will be happy to do whatever we can to help.
All right, thank you. Thanks to all of you so far. I have a question in the chat box. Ask how many students can be accepted into the program each semester? And sorry, let me hit the mute again. All right, I'm sorry. So how many students can be accepted into the program each semester? We don't have a limit on the number of students, but there may be a limit, there will be a limit on the number of apprentices that are available, apprenticeships. So there's really two things going on here. One is an academic program, the AAS, so the student can be working on that program just as a typical student would, but there are also a number of Department of Labor apprenticeships available. And right now, I think I think we're sitting on requests for about 15 apprentices. So that may be limited. And, you know, we of course want to make sure the employers and the students are a good fit with each other. So we'll be working through that. Another question, where can we find a list of all the participating turf management locations? Mary Beth? So the logos we have are not all of the participating locations. They are just the employers who have sent us their logos. So Mary Beth, I think the answer would be contact Mary Beth, and she can let you know who the turf management locations are at the moment. And that will be an ongoing evolution. We hope to get more and more locations. They can be near and far. For our employers and for our apprentices, we realize that we're going to have apprentices working on site during the best seasons, the growing seasons for the sports turf. And we're going to need to be pretty flexible in how we deliver our courses. So we should be able to provide this program to students near North Ark and students far from North Ark. So we hope to have many more. But right now we have openings. We really need students who are going to be interested and ready to go to work. Let's see, are there other questions on the chat? Or if someone wants to unmute themselves and ask a question, that is fine as well. Okay, I just put a link in the chat box. And if you click this link, then this is not the registration link, but this is a link that will come back to us, and we will get in touch with you and provide some more detailed information. What we need right now going forward, we would like students to go ahead and contact Charla in the registrar's office and get registered for this program. But we also need to hear from employers and their students about apprenticeships and apprentices. And we need to start working with you to see how the fall and the spring semester are going to look. So I would ask you to get in touch with Mary Beth. You're also welcome to get in touch with me. Any more questions that we can answer, or anything else from the panel that you would like to throw in and talk about? All right, well, thank you so much to all for joining us. We will have a recording of this available, so if you'd like to hear our cheery voices again, or if you'd like to share this with someone else, then we will be glad to get the link with you. I invite you to go ahead and click on that link that will come to us, and we will give you a call or send you an email about more details. And look for more information from us going forward, and we'll try to get down a bit more into the details on the apprenticeship. Thanks so much for joining us.